Welcome to today's Explainer. I am so incredibly excited to share this one with you because we have a really fascinating goal today. We're going to completely deconstruct a brief script excerpt, specifically a scene set in a place called the Luminous Canyon. We're going to look under the hood and see exactly how a writer builds a vibrant world, establishes compelling characters, and actually earns genuine emotion, all in just a few short lines of text. There's absolutely no wasted space here. By breaking down the mechanics of this scene, we're going to learn exactly how highly efficient storytelling operates. So let's jump right in. Okay, let's start with this incredibly immersive hook. Notice how the text doesn't just say, it's nighttime. Instead, it gives us a breathtaking canyon under a violet sky packed with swirling galaxies. It uses this sense of atmospheric awe to instantly grab our attention. The script also specifically calls for floating islands and notes that everything glows with a soft neon pastel light. This vibrant sensory vocabulary paints an immediate and vivid picture in our minds. We know instantly that we are definitely not on Earth, and we know exactly what the mood is. Section 1. Setting the neon stage. Establishing the world. So this introduces the first core pillar of our storytelling mechanics, establishing the objective before the action even begins. And what's really interesting here is how the text handles that objective. Usually, when you think of a shooting star, it's just a rock burning up in the atmosphere, right? But the text redefines it entirely. Later on, we learn this shooting star is actually a tiny living spark with big eyes that whimpers and chirps. By twisting a familiar cliché into a living, almost puppy-like character, it elevates the entire story instantly. The objective isn't just to catch a space rock, it's to interact with a living, breathing piece of this magical world. And who exactly is doing the interacting? Well, we don't get some massive 3-page backstory about our hero's childhood. We don't need it. Instead, we see Pip standing on a cliff edge, eyes sparkling, equipped with very specific high-tech gear. Aviator goggles and a glass jar vacuum pack. Boom. This instantly establishes Pip as an adventurous, prepared, and highly energetic protagonist. He hits a button, slaps his goggles down, and we suddenly know everything we need to know about his personality. Section 2. The kinetic chase sequence. Shifting momentum. All right, buckle up because we are transitioning into the second pillar of our scene with some truly rapid-fire pacing. The text specifically cues fast-paced, playful music right as Pip leaps. At second 1, Pip deploys a glowing energy parachute. By second 3, the star bounces off an island like a pinball, and Pip lands on a bouncy mushroom to launch himself even higher. At second 5, he opens his jar vacuum with a giant whoosh, but misses. He accidentally sucks up a bunch of sneezing space butterflies instead. And by second 8, he tumbles, completely loses his momentum, and begins a long, dark fall. The script literally hurls us through the air alongside Pip in absolute chaos. And this brilliantly illustrates how the script controls our experience as the audience. The writer includes a specific visual cue right there in the text. The camera spins rapidly to show the drop, creating a fun roller coaster sensation. It's such a simple visual direction, but it creates an intense, visceral drop for us. You can almost feel that stomach-dropping momentum just from reading the sentence. Section 3. Enter the gentle giant. The momentum stops. So Pip braces for impact, right? But he lands with a soft thud on something bouncy and covered in moss. A massive, rocky eye opens. It's Bobo, the giant golem. Now, the absolute crucial storytelling element here is the power of contrast. Think about it. You have Pip, who is tiny, frantic, incredibly fast, and covered head to toe in high-tech gear. And right beneath him is Bobo, who is massive, sleepy, remarkably slow, and made entirely of organic moss and rock. This contrast is the beating heart of their dynamic. They are total polar opposites, which makes putting them together instantly engaging. But suddenly, the stakes change. Pip frantically points to the sky. The star is getting away. But wait, it tangles itself in a canopy of glowing vines. Notice the highly specific auditory details the writer uses here. The star is losing its shine, and it's whimpering with soft musical chime sounds. The script uses these sounds to make us deeply empathize with the stuck star. It's no longer just a failed catch, it is a full-on rescue mission. Section 4. Operation Star Rescue. The team-up phase. We are now shifting gears into the team-up phase, where our contrasting characters have to combine their unique strengths to solve an impossible problem. Bobo's eyes widen, he nods. Operation Star Rescue is on. Seriously, What a fantastic, punchy line. It perfectly transitions us right into the scene's action climax, taking us from the quiet, sleepy moment of Bobo waking up directly back into high gear. This script beautifully breaks down their incredible teamwork into a clear, step-by-step procedure. Step 1, Bobo scoops up Pip in his massive stone hand. Step 2, Bobo takes a giant running start, literally shaking the ground beneath them. Step 3, Bobo's raw power hurls Pip into the sky like a rocket. And finally, Step 4, Pip uses his precision, spinning gracefully, extending his hand with sheer determination and catching the star just as it's about to fade out. It is raw power and exact precision united flawlessly. Section 5, the emotional payoff. A beautiful crescendo. Let's focus now on the resolution. The script specifically calls for a beautiful, emotional crescendo in the music, the very second Pip's hand closes around the star. The visual payoff is just a massive sensory explosion. A wave of golden, sparkly energy ripples across the entire canyon. The vines instantly bloom into brilliant neon flowers, completely transforming the environment from a dark gorge into a brilliant, glowing landscape. And amidst all this spectacular light, Pip free falls back down, gently cradling the glowing star like a puppy. Bobo catches them both safely in his giant palms. And look at the specific, charming details the writer uses to close the loop here. The star nuzzles Pip, flies up, and bops Bobo right on the nose, leaving a little glittery smudge. Then it shoots up into the stratosphere and explodes into a beautiful, completely harmless firework display that spells out a smiley face. These brief, surprising, and delightful details give the entire sequence immense heart. It just rewards the audience with pure joy. As we reach the end of the text, it fades out with Pip and Bobo sitting quietly side by side on the cliffside. Bobo wraps a giant stone finger around Pip, and Pip leans into his big buddy, sighing happily. So I want to leave you with this question to reflect on. How did a simple chase scene become a story about connection? It started with high-tech gadgets and roller coaster camera drops, sure, but ending with these two vastly different characters sitting quietly together is what perfectly resolves this highly kinetic explainer. It proves that all the spectacle in the world only truly works when it's anchored by character and heart. Think about how you can apply that contrast and that connection to whatever you are learning or creating next.